It's the season to be jolly. La 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 la. Hey, what's up, everyone? MonadoMax here, and it's Christmas, guys. It's Christmas for gamers. I know a lot of people are probably very confused, like, why are you wearing Christmas stuff? It is almost June, and you know what's in June, guys? Do you know what's in June? E3. E3 is a gaming convention that happened every year since like the 90s. We didn't have one last year, obvious reasons, but we're having one this year. And if you're wondering what E3 is, it's basically you get so much gaming news. It's like press conferences after press conferences. Every company is there. I mean, I'm so pumped that I'm bringing out like double bubble Christmas gumballs. Don't do that. Don't ever do that. You know, this gum is actually not that bad. I mean, I got a lot of gum in my mouth. Probably shouldn't be doing this for the video, but this gum's really good. What flavor's in here? Now that that's out of the way, let's talk. Nintendo's at E3 this year. Everyone knows that. But the thing that I feel like no one's talking about for this year's Nintendo's E3 presentation is the fact we don't know literally anything happening this year. We only know 2 games that are coming out for Nintendo Switch this year. That's Mario's Golf Super Rush, Zelda Skyward Sword HD, and that's literally it. And those games come out in June and July. The E3 presentation is probably not even going to cover those 2 games. So we have a lot of game announcements coming from Nintendo. We don't know their holiday game. We literally don't know their second half of this year's Nintendo Switch library. And with Nintendo not having a presentation last year, because obviously it got canceled, we don't know what they were going to show last year. We probably have a general idea, like Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity was probably one of the games to be announced. But Nintendo has so many things that we don't know. Like, obviously there's Smash Bros. I would assume Smash Bros. Would be getting a reveal. But if you take all this in consideration, we have no idea what Nintendo's bringing. And it's such a mysterious thing what Nintendo's bringing. I don't see people talking about that enough. Nintendo has probably going to reveal literally everything they got coming for this year in this Direct. I mean, to be quite honest, the other Nintendo Direct that we had earlier this year, it revealed some Nintendo projects, but nothing big. The E3 stuff, they're saving big stuff. And we don't see enough people talking about that, and that's what makes me so excited for E3 this year. I personally think Nintendo is going to dominate this year, just because compared to every company other than Xbox, we really have no idea what's going to be announced. Xbox is mysterious. We know Halo Infinite's probably going to be shown, but you don't really know what Xbox is bringing. Xbox has a lot of stuff to announce, trust me. I think Xbox could potentially win E3 this year if Nintendo doesn't. That's how much of a big deal Nintendo and Xbox's E3s are going to be this year. I'm going to get more of the scum. I see some people saying, hey, E3 is going to be different for Nintendo this year. It's going to be digital. It's not going to be them in attendance. Not much is going to be revealed. And that, I have to say, no, that is not true. Nintendo has been doing digital E3s for the last, I believe, 7 years. So, Nintendo has already been used to this sort of platform, and nothing's really going to change from them compared to everyone else that is now doing their digital platforms to announce stuff. We've seen Ubisoft trying to get a hand of how to do this. We've seen, I believe Xbox did one. Everyone's trying to get a hand on how to do digital press conferences, but Nintendo's already done this. So this is nothing new from Nintendo. They're still going to bring the smoke, probably. Nothing's going to change. I believe they're going to show the exact same lineup they would have showed if there was people in attendance, press conferences, a normal E3 basically is what I'm trying to say. Not to mention, we have the heavily rumored Nintendo Switch Pro supposedly coming out this year. That's something that they can talk about with their Direct or whatever they're going to call this. E3 is going to be a very exciting year if you are a Nintendo fan. This wasn't really a direct predictions video. I just wanted to come on and talk about things that I feel like no one's talking about. Nintendo is so silent. Like, it's less than a month and Nintendo hasn't said one thing about what could potentially be shown at E3. We only know probably 3 things showing up. We know Smash, we know Mario Tennis, why do I keep calling it Mario Tennis? Mario Golf, Skyward Sword HD. Oh wait, that Garage Party game builder thing that was just revealed last week. The silence is like, bro, this is going to be a great year if you're a Nintendo fan. It's the whole point I'm trying to make, because no one's talking about this. Literally no one. Nintendo is going to completely dominate E3 this year. Plus, if they're doing this whole Nintendo Treehouse, I heard some rumors that Nintendo Treehouse might still be happening this year, just in digital form. It's going to be exciting. Like, I am pumped for E3. We're less than 1 month away. I am going to be doing a predictions video down the road. This is just more of the, come on guys, why is no one realizing this? No one's talking about this. There's so many things to be discussing right now. And this is one that should be discussed, and that is Nintendo silence. So over the couple of next weeks, if you guys are not subscribed to the channel yet, we will be posting a predictions video, reactions, all that stuff. Should be a very exciting week, all that good stuff. But I believe I've been talking for way too much, guys. I want to know your stance on things. Do you believe what I believe? That Nintendo's going to have a really good E3? Considering the fact we have all these rumors happening with Donkey Kong, Kirby, Metroid, all that stuff. We put all that into this E3, we could be seeing a really good E3 from Nintendo. That's how I see it. I want to know what all you guys are thinking, and especially your thoughts on Nintendo's silence. Nintendo usually says what they're like. They always talk about how they have one big main game, and then how it's going to be the main headliner of E3 this year. Nintendo has yet to announce that game. Previous years they've already done that, like with Smash with E3 2018. That was the main headliner for E3 in terms of attendance. I mean, they had their whole area at E3 Smash Bros. Thing. They did it with Zelda, they did it with Mario Odyssey. I believe back in 2019, their headliner was Pokemon Sword and Shield. My whole point is, all this in mind, Nintendo hasn't announced their big game yet, and it's going to be announced. If it already isn't announced, I'll just let you take that as it is. It's a little hint of my prediction of what I think this year's big game's going to be from Nintendo. So guys, I've been talking for way too much. Make sure to backslash that subscribe button, like the video, make sure to follow me on Twitter, and check out my Discord server. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.